So it looks like April, it's going down Khabib and Tony. Khabib put something out showing him signing the bout agreement, but allegedly Tony has not signed his bout agreement. We'll see where all this goes, but there is a little bit of a question of why hasn't Tony signed? That could just simply be he hasn't got to a fax machine. There could be absolutely nothing to see here, but you can't make believe that Tony's afraid to fight Khabib, right? We always like to do this in the fight. He's scared. He won't do it. I mean, that's school playground antics to the highest of levels, but it works even in professional fighting. It's a real thing. We know that Tony isn't scared to fight Khabib because he's already agreed and signed to fight Khabib 3 other times. Has this fight fallen? Did that fight fall through 3 times? Do I remember that right? Is it 4 times? So we know that that's not why he's not signing. Look, let's just take a look at this fight, okay? Because there is something exciting about, even though we knew these were guys were going to fight, even though they had agreed to fight, even though this was the worst kept secret in MMA, there is something exciting about once you finally have the date and the venue as a fight fan to look forward to. But that fight is very interesting. You'll have the Team Tony, talk about Tony's going to submit him. Tony's going to catch him with a submission off his back and finish Khabib. I think that that's a little bit of a stretch. I don't think that people really mean that. I don't think you're going to have very many people that are saying that they're going to actually walk up to a sports book and part with their money betting on that. But I do think that here's the thing with Tony, because here's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Tony has done a lot of very good work from his back. What people don't understand is Tony doesn't have to be on his back. Every time Tony's ever been on his back, he wanted to be there. He wanted to take the fight. Tony's a great wrestler. Tony won a national championship in wrestling. The same national championship that John Jones won, that Colby Covington won. Just to put into perspective for him, this guy can wrestle. Anybody that thinks that Khabib's just going to go out and throw Tony down, Tony may be on his back, and he probably will test the waters out down there, see if he likes it. If he doesn't like Khabib on top of him, if he's not having good success from his back, he's likely to not go back to that position. And that's one thing, if you watch Tony, that I'm not sure everybody knows. I think people think that Tony gets taken down a lot. Tony elects to be in that position. And I would argue for you, and as good as Khabib is at getting guys there, I would just suggest for you that if Tony doesn't like that position, if he goes down there in one of the rounds and doesn't like it, he does have the skills to not put himself there. The question of this fight, if you're Team Tony, comes down to, can Tony win 3 rounds? It's as simple as that. Can Tony Ferguson win 3 rounds? Tony likes to fight. He does not like to be the best strategist at times. Tony will throw a round away. Particularly in 5-round contests, he'll throw a round away just to go get in a fist fight. Tony could go take somebody down, but will elect to stay on his feet and trade punches because there's something about that he enjoys. And I will just tell you, to break down how that fight is going to go, if you were to look at history, I'm just sharing with you, it would be a very misleading trajectory. Because Tony does not have to be on his back. That is one thing that people do not fully understand if you go watch a bunch of Tony fights. He's not getting taken down and out-wrestled. He's allowing guys to put him in that position because he wants to work from there. It would be interesting to see if he allows Khabib to put him there. It would be interesting if I'm wrong and he can't do anything about it. Khabib could just get him down there. But as far as a decorated wrestler goes, Tony never really gets his due. I'll tell you guys a quick Tony story. I was teammates with Tony in 2014. And we were at the Rain Training Center. And I will tell you, I have never seen a guy work as hard as Tony Ferguson worked. He would spar everybody. Once practice was over, he would keep guys in there sparring with him. Tony'd stay in the middle. Guys would rotate on him every 5 minutes. And these were some name fighters. Big name fighters. When those guys got exhausted and had to hit the shower, Tony would then go over to the heavy bag. Because the heavy bag would never quit. He would be the last guy to leave. I've seen guys work really hard and it's inspired me. when I was a fighter. Okay, look how hard he's working. I need to start doing that. That's kind of the way it goes. When I would watch Tony train, it would be a situation where I go, okay, if that's what it takes to be great, I'm going to have to find something else to do. I'm just going to have to go find something else to do. You could not keep up with him. Khabib training stories are very similar. There's reports of what a great go he can give Rockhold or Cormier or Ed Ruth when it comes to the grappling. I mean, Khabib is a thing of folklore as well. But I do think that we have a little bit better understanding of what it is Khabib is going to do in the positions he's going to try to get in this contest. I don't think that we fully understand that Tony can fight back. He can wrestle back. He can keep himself off the fence. If you go watch 5 Tony fights, you think, well, everybody gets on top of Tony. That's true. But go back and watch it a little bit more with a critical eye, and you will see Tony is allowing them to put him in some of those positions. And I don't know that he's going to allow Khabib to do that. And the real question comes down, because Tony's going to throw parts of this fight out. He just is. He's going to go out there and he's going to get in a fist fight. He's going to put the fact that it's for the championship, and those things are just going to be second and third thoughts for him. First thing Tony's going to do, go get in a fist fight. That's the first thing he's going to do. So the coach is going to have to smack him around and bring him, hey, we got a 10-9 must system here. Focus. We got to win some rounds here. This isn't just about how hard can you get hit and how hard can you hit him. Focus, Tony. I would imagine his corner pulls their hair out because all Tony wants to do is go get in a fight. But it looks like on April 18th, he's going to do just that.
On the feet or on the ground, undefeated, never lost a round. Biggest arms in the city of Westland, undisputed, GOAT king of wrestling. Tito tapped, Fado quit. John Jones broke a toe and had to sit. Anderson got mauled and bashed, and the bad guy made off with a bag of cash. Oh, and by the way, let me offer this. Chael knows just how good Conor McGregor is, and he knows into all this where Kevin Lee fits, but he'll never reveal the secrets to business. Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael, Iranami, Uncle Chael, Uncle Chael.